Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. When I split that deck, I got the Hanged Man and your card, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here, King of Cups energy. So maybe things are at a pause. So I'm going to do a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is what the collective needs to hear at this time. I've set that intention with my guides and with this deck. So if you are here because this is in your feed, then this message is for you. And if you are here because of the title, which I don't even know what that is yet, then this message is definitely for you. So let's get into the tarot. This could have something to do with relationships, partnerships. We have the Lovers here, which is also a choice, but it's making a choice from a aligned perspective, from a loving perspective. And then we have the Five of Pentacles, which is about abandonment. I don't know why Spirit's doing this. They're calling me to pull all these cards. But yeah, this could have something to do with a union or a partnership, because that was the second card on the bottom there. But definitely be sure and like the video for me. And subscribe if you like the messages. It really helps my channel to grow, but it also pushes the messages out there so that others can get them as well. And then watch your sun, moon, and Venus. Sun, moon, rising, Venus. That'll kind of help you get a better perspective of things and get some additional messages for yourself. On the bottom of the deck, we had that Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is about, it's like a lack mindset, right? Focusing on what you're lacking. And that could be, mentally, physically, all the things you feel like you're lacking. Maybe not support from spirit, maybe not support from your family, maybe you don't have enough resources, right? It's just feeling physically and financially depleted here and needing to really move on from challenges, right? So in regards to money, this could have to do, maybe you feel like you don't have enough resources. As far as love, you could be feeling abandoned by someone or, left out in the cold, because these people are in the cold. But also needing to realize that like they're outside of this building, and if they knock on this window or find a door, they could easily get some help from the people that are inside that building. So knowing that you're not alone in the situation, even if you don't have support in the 3D, you always have spirit. So just realize that you do have support here, and you don't have to do things alone. So the present situation is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is about that higher knowledge, right? That inner knowing. She is very connected to her intuition. And, this is about connecting to the divine. It's an internal process, right? Your intuition and your higher self can be channeled at any time by looking within. And just knowing that you need to trust in your intuition and those intuitive nudges that you get. Once you clear your mind and your heart, you can get the answers that you seek. Like all of those answers are within you. So this is a time I feel the situation is really calling for you to trust in your intuition and that inner knowing. Maybe for some reason you're not trusting the divine guidance that you're receiving, or you could be blocking it in some way, right? So the blockage is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups talks about abundance, success, wish fulfillment here, right? So when the Nine of Cups is in the blockage position, I feel like this could be you needing to implement some kind of moderation, or really needing to recognize certain patterns and then have gratitude, right? Needing, again, to trust your intuition, this High Priestess. But this can be you overindulging in work or overindulging in, alcohol in order to kind of, try to mask what you're going through, right? Like trying to kind of cover up a wound here. But also like just needing to trust in your intuitive guidance on your path. Because this is like abundance in all areas of life, right? Like you're really kind of blocking your wishes coming in here because you're not trusting the inner guidance. The root cause of this situation is the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is balance, stability, right? I feel like the cause of this wish fulfillment not coming to fruition here and you not trusting your intuition is because you're not balanced. You don't feel stable. You could be being irresponsible as far as, not trusting in your intuition, right? And that's, how do I want to word this? Like you're overindulging or you're overworking and you're trying to ignore your intuition, right? Like you're not trusting the messages that are coming through. You're ignoring signs, you're ignoring synchronicities, and you're feeling really imbalanced here. You've got a lot of tension. You're not stabilized. I just feel like there's a need to get back into alignment and again focus on filling your cup, your happiness here, right? And that could be because of this Five of Pentacles situation is leaving you feeling like you're in lack and not stable and not in control, right? This can be like spending money unnecessarily. Again, work-life balance. Maybe you're working all the time because you're ignoring signs about what's truly going to fill your cup here, right? So, a lot of times people can throw themselves into work because they feel like it's going to keep their mind busy, but, that may be a temporary fix, but in the long term, it's not going to fix the issue, right? It still has to do with your wish fulfillment and your inner knowing. Like your spirit knows what it wants and it knows what's best for your highest good, but you're ignoring those intuitive nudges, right? So in the recent past, what is affecting this? We have the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is about rest and relaxation, kind of pulling your energy back and doing some introspection, maybe recuperating after, healing or working on something. This is also a card of healing, right? Like it's just pulling your energy back in order to clear your mind and restore your energy. Maybe feeling exhausted because you're not balanced, right? But when this is in the reverse, it can be about like feeling restless, not getting the rest that you need, and you're close to the edge of burnout here, right? Again, needing to balance your physical and mental output and restore your energy here. I just feel like you are going through something, maybe some kind of mindset, or the Five of Pentacles is going to be different for each of you. This could have been a loss of a job, a loss of a relationship, whatever this lack is for you. It's making you feel very imbalanced and destabilized, but you're kind of adding to that by not trusting your intuition and getting the rest that you need right now, right? Like that's causing even further imbalance, which could lead to a tower moment, right? So it's just a need to acknowledge that. So the message from your higher self or from your guides here is the Emperor. So again, that control. Like the Emperor is, he has his personal power. Like he's grounded, but yet he's ready for action, right? So he has like his robe on, but he also has that armor on underneath. So this is a need to like connect to that inner power and that ambition, that drive, and taking control of your life, taking control of your personal power. And that can be like meditation and really focusing your energy where it's needed, right? On your spiritual path, on moving forward instead of focusing on this lack and this imbalance because you're continuing to add to that imbalance, right? So the Emperor is very much about taking action, but he does that from a very controlled, healthy, masculine, whether you're male or female, it does not matter. But this is like tapping into that really healthy, divine, masculine energy and then, stepping into your power and taking control of the situations in your life. So in the immediate future, we have the Ace of Swords. Sorry, I kept wanting to say Ace of Wands. The Ace of Swords is about clarity, right? This is a breakthrough moment, like new information coming in. So this could be like a spiritual download. This could be a new idea on how to kind of move forward here, right? But this is information. This is guidance. And again, trusting your intuition to guide you towards the next steps, because that's what's really going to help you move forward. And I feel like that's coming in here in the immediate future, because you do have that Ace of Swords and in that position. So, and the aces are gifts from the divine, right? So I feel like you're being handed some kind of new information or new idea that is going to help you move forward into this Nine of Cups, this emotional fulfillment and abundance and success here. So in your thoughts and feelings, we have the Hermit card. And the Hermit is about pulling back and kind of being in solitude, soul searching, and looking for that inner wisdom, right? And I love that because it's kind of, you may be feeling isolated or in solitude, right? Which is a very good thing, because you have the High Priestess and the Four of Swords here. Those are very much about trusting that inner knowing and pulling your energy back, right? I feel like you haven't been doing that. So now this is like what you're going to start feeling, right? Like needing to kind of pull your energy back from people, places, and things, and then really doing some introspection, following those intuitive nudges, and spending time in solitude is really necessary, and it's a healthy practice because it rejuvenates your energy. You don't have outside energy influencing your emotions, your thoughts. You don't have other people's opinions, right? Like this is just really kind of, and you don't have to do it for an extended period of time, right? I'm not saying you need to be a monk and like go, hide away in a mountain for 3 months, right? Like that's not always feasible, right? Like that's not always an actionable step that we can take, right? You have jobs, you have families, you have things you need to do, but this is really kind of just pulling your energy back when you can, and meditating, doing shadow work, like really kind of searching for those answers. What is your Nine of Cups? What is your happiness here, right? Because you're not lacking, whether or not you believe that. I know a lot of us can sit in that energy at times, but it's really a mindset change and understanding that you have everything that you need. So the influence in your environment here is the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is about focusing on past situations, right? This person is looking at these 3 cups because they didn't bring the emotional fulfillment that he wanted, right? Like they didn't bring him the happiness that he wanted. These are all opportunities that he has tried in the past. And, this could have been a work situation, a love situation, family situation, like all these things didn't work out in the past. So why would they work out now, right? It's again, shifting your mindset, because your past is not going to show you your future, right? It's needing to shift that mindset and be open to new opportunities. Look at the new things that could be coming in here, right? Like this Ace of Swords is a new breakthrough, a new idea, a new beginning here. This could be about like outdated mindsets or aspects of your spiritual path, your thought patterns, restricting yourself and holding yourself back here because you are afraid to move forward or you don't know how to move forward, right? That could be this clarity coming in, telling you, you could get some information on how to move forward or how to work through things. But I feel like there's a need to really release the past and open to new opportunities here. So in your hopes and fears, we have Justice. So, as far as hopes, this could be you wanting to get to the truth, like accepting the truth or speaking your truth, right? Because Justice is very much about truth. And he has that sword, this Ace of Swords, which is, these look like the same to me. Like he's holding that sword of truth there. It's about speaking your truth or accepting a truth of a situation. It's also about balance, right? Like he has the scales here. So this is about karmic balance, things kind of restoring after you kind of commit to the truth or speak your truth, right? So you're probably hoping that things will balance out and, kind of calm down for you. But you could also be fearing a legal situation, right? If this is resulting in some kind of legal aspect, then you could be fearful of that. So it could go both ways, but it could, one or the other as well. So the potential outcome, we have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is It's comfort, right? It's safety. It is harmony, memories, right? It's a loving exchange of support. And it's a feeling of home and comfort, right? So you have these two children playing in the courtyard, and then you have this person, this guard back here with a spear that's protecting them. So they feel safe where they are, right? So I feel like there is overall this feeling of home and comfort and really reconnecting with your youthful spirit here, right? That inner child energy in order to kind of maybe move through whatever this is that you're going through, really tapping into your inner child, your happiness, your creativity. And that Six of Cups is really much about home and happiness. You know, if you have children, this could be about you spending more time with your kids and reconnecting with your own inner child through that, right? Playful creativity and giving and receiving support from family, from friends, from, whoever this wish fulfillment is or whatever this wish fulfillment is, right? Like it's kind of like a gift from spirit here, and then like really feeling at home and comfortable, right? So I feel like maybe even coming back home to self, right? Because with that Five of Pentacles, that can have you feeling like abandoned or left out. And, you doing this introspection and kind of releasing past situations and trusting your intuition to move forward will really bring you that calm, that peace, that happiness, and that feeling of coming back home to yourself here. So I really love that energy. I think it's really amazing energy. I feel like you're just blocking your intuition from something. And that could be different for each of you because you've gone through something in the past with that underlying Five of Pentacles. I feel like it's just a matter of mindset and resting and balancing out, right? You have the Two of Pentacles and the Justice here, which are both about balance. And then you have this rest and introspection. So I really feel like this is a time for you to get balanced, prioritize what is most important for you, and really kind of do some meditation or some inner healing work here. Pull your energy back from people, places, and things that are not serving you, because I feel like that rest and rejuvenation is really what's going to help you with this breakthrough. And trusting your intuition is like so important, right? That's what helps you move forward and grow, and then take these new opportunities to move to a path where you're comfortable and move to your wish fulfillment, right? When you're sitting in lack and you're not making the moves that you need to, and you're not trusting your intuition, that's what gets you into situations where you feel like you can't get out of them, or you feel trapped, or you feel like there aren't the resources that you need, right? So really kind of pull your energy back and trust yourself and trust that inner knowing and any of those intuitive nudges that spirit's giving you, right? Like really trust in those. So I love that message for you. I know you're probably feeling a little maybe imbalanced right now, but I feel like in the immediate future you're going to get some clarity here, and it's really going to help you move forward and be more comfortable and feel more at home with yourself and in your environment here. So I hope that message helps, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.